Hi, it's Alaska Granny. I've been to the Dollar Tree, and yes, the things were now $1.25, but that's okay. It's still a good place to stock up on things for your prepper pantry. One of the ideas that I had was, what could I get at the Dollar Tree that were just add water foods that I could set aside, just like you would say you bought an emergency meal pack from August Farms. You can find them that are just add water, and they're dry food pouches, and they fit into a bucket. You can put them away for a while. You can put them away in your pantry, and then you have those foods for an emergency. Can you do that with foods from the Dollar Tree? Well, I think the answer is yes, and it may not be exactly the same thing, so I thought it would be interesting to see what kind of things I could find at the Dollar Tree. And no, they're not going to last as long as foods from August Farms, but they aren't going to be as expensive either. I have a snap top Rubbermaid lid, and it's not completely airtight, but it's quite airtight, and I thought it would be a good container to put aside my just add water foods from the Dollar Tree. First, I bought a box of pancake mix. I've also used the pancake mix to make bread. I'll put a link to that video in case you're interested. Next, I found some of the Betty Crocker muffin mixes, and I've bought these for many years. I find that they last several years, long past the date on the package, and they're still extra nice, and they're good to have on hand. Something that I like to do is, after I stir it up, I plop some frozen berries into the middle of the mix. That helps them to be extra delicious, and they have extra flavors of berries in the middle. So I bought one of the blueberry and one of the trickleberry. I also found Betty Crocker banana nut muffin mix that you just add water. It's the same type of muffins as the other packages, but I haven't ever tried the banana nut. If you do see something new that you want to try, pick up one and try it. And if you like it, you can always go back and get more. Don't stock up on a food you haven't tried just in case you don't like it. Next, I found Bisquick garlic cheese biscuit mix. You just add water, stir it up, drop them onto a baking sheet, and you can bake some biscuits. This is a nice different variety from muffins. Now I have a selection of biscuits. So I have pancakes, muffins, and biscuits, all that just need water. I found Hungry Jack mashed potatoes. Usually I buy the Idahoan, and I think those are really good. They last a long time in your prepper pantry, but I didn't see that brand, so I thought it was a good time to stock up on something different that I could find. You can't find what you do want, look for something that you can find, and maybe that'll be something that will be adequate and fill the needs of your prepper pantry. This one is a country buttered mashed potatoes, and it makes 5 servings, so that's going into my just add water meal bucket. Next, I found Betty Crocker mug treats. I've never tried this. It's a just add water, stir it up, and in the microwave you can make a little cake in a mug. So I thought, well, it would always be nice to have a special treat, and if you can just add water and heat it up in the microwave, that might be something worth trying. So I bought that to put into my meal bucket. So the other thing that I bought to go into this meal pouch are some of the So Natural fruits, the dehydrated fruits. I did a review on the Dollar Tree dehydrated fruits, and I found that I really liked the apple slices by So Natural and the freeze-dried So Natural mixed fruits. These were both super delicious. You can just tear them open. These are lightweight, they're easy to stick into any little nook and cranny. They don't take up a lot of room, they don't require any preparation at all. You have some servings of fruits, which can be hard to have in your prepper pantry. I've had canned fruits that don't last very long because the cans seem to give out, and I have leaking problems. And maybe you don't want to open a number 10 can of fruits that you've bought from, say, the LDS Church or August Farms. This is a nice way to have single-serve packets of freeze-dried fruits, and they're in nice sturdy Mylar packages. They're going to last a long time. We know that when we freeze dried food, it can last and last for much longer than the date on the package. So I bought a supply of these to add to my tear open and eat, just add water meals. Okay, let's see. So I bought 2 of the apples and 4 of the mixed fruit because I thought they were really good. Okay. So these are the items that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. It cost me $16.25. And you can see it'll go a long way towards starting to make some meals. And guess what? I can put all these away in this box. I can put on the lid. I can even mark it February 2023. That'll be a year from now, and I can open it up and rotate all of them at once if I wanted to. That's a good way to keep track of the foods that you have and that you're rotating them. Put them together in some containers and put a date on them for the future when you want to open them, or put the date on it when you packed it so that you know exactly how long those foods have been in your prepper pantry. I could date them with this month's date or a year from now when I think I might like to open these up and rotate them. The dates on these packages are at least a year out, so I know they're going to be fine stored together. Are there other foods that I could add to these to make bigger, better meals? Absolutely. But this is a start towards having something that you could open and eat. Very little preparation. You have some food put aside that you can serve to your family in any kind of a crisis or an emergency situation. Something that I wanted to include in this pack that wasn't available at the Dollar Tree today was a bag of the oatmeal. The oatmeal is very high quality, it can last a very long time, and it would have been nice to add to this to have more filling meals that you just add water. So think creatively when you go shopping for food. Look for canned food, packaged food, just add water, foods that maybe require a little bit of cooking and extra supplies that you have on hand. I know that I can open a can and make a meal, and I know that I have water in my stockpile, so these are foods that are easily going to be incorporated into any other foods that I have to be able to make a meal under all kinds of circumstances and situations. I can include the bag for garbage. I can snap on the lid and put this away in my prepper pantry, and I know that I can make meals with these foods and incorporate them with other things that I might have in my prepper pantry, in my refrigerator, my freezer, or even in my garden. Keep stockpiling while you can find things, and let us know what foods you're finding at the Dollar Tree that you still think are a nice addition to your prepper pantry and your long-term emergency food stockpile. If you enjoyed my video, I hope you'll share it with someone else you think might like it. Please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.